Ladies and gentlemen, it's Onava here doing another review, and on the Moyu Weilong version 2. I am led to believe that this is a version 2, mainly because the only difference between the version 1 and the version 2 is the disassembly of the puzzle and the pieces itself. I can't remember exactly what, but I do believe that in the version 1 that all the edge pieces were considered as one piece, but now in the version 2 they decided to make it in half. That way they were able to make stickerless versions. So, now, this cube, how do I feel about it? I think it's a decent cube. I feel like, or at least in my opinion, it's not a very good cube, but it's because of my preferences on cubes and may not be the same as others, such as yours. Some people like turning really fast. Now, at first, I used to be seeking a lot of speed. Now, what I learned from having so much speed is that the problem with that is that sometimes it may be too much for you to handle. What I mean for that is, example, some people like going fast in a car. Now, at some point, you're going to end up losing control and not have anything crash. And crashing in this case would be a piece popping out or a corner twist. Now, corner twists are quite often design flaws. I don't really see mine, but I don't really like the way this puzzle is, mainly for the fact that I feel like it's kind of a cheaply made puzzle. Though it has a very good speed and promising mechanism, I just don't find it very good in my opinion. Now, if you shake it, it's kind of rattly, and you can tell that it, like, just by me holding it, it makes a lot of sounds due to the plastic. The plastic is very hard on this, and I honestly do not like it. If there was any way to make it softer, I would do that. Now, just by touching it, you can already hear how hard the plastic is. Now, that does not affect the style of the way you solve. I just feel that it's not nicer. My preferences of plastic is the Zanchi. The Zanchi has a very not too soft, not too hard. I feel, to be honest, that the Moyu Weilong is kind of a softer side of plastic. But it does work for me. I wish it could be a little bit harder, but not as much. Okay, so performance of this cube. Performance of this cube is quite great, but it is too much for me to handle. Corner cutting, beautiful. Reverse, beautiful. Now, the only problem I have with this is that the tensioning is quite difficult. Well, sometimes you can tighten it too much and it will be too hard to turn. Other times it'll be too loose and it'll be way too fast to turn. Now, the reason why I do see a little bit of optimism in this cube is because that this cube, as I said, is very fast. Meaning it won't take much effort to do one-handed solves, which ends up happening at competitions. Many people use for one-handed solve a mini Weilong because it's so fast and so easy to turn, unlike a Zanchi. Personally, I think a Zanchi is too heavy to be turning one-handed, or at least for this size. This is a standard size, along with this one. Now, the sticker quality. Sticker quality doesn't really affect the performance much, but I do like my cubes to look very nice when I am solving. Now, I have not. These are the original factory stickers I got. So, yellow, a little dull. Orange, I never liked Moyu Orange. It just looks disgusting in my opinion. The blue is okay. Now keep in mind that these shades are showing up a little bit lighter on the camera than they are in real life. So if you can imagine this being a little bit darker, that's how it will come out. White, standard, looks mostly the same on all puzzles, just different. See, as you can tell, they're pretty much the same. Now, when you do get this puzzle, you do get a really ugly sticker protector on top of this, which they did not customly shape for the puzzle. They just left a giant piece of like sticky plastic on top of this, and you should take it off. It won't affect this at all. I was afraid to take it off because I feel if I did, it would have taken the logo off, and I really like to have my cubes feeling distinct by the logos. Now, as I said, the plastic is very hard. And it is also a very loud cube, unlike other cubes, such as a Ling. Okay, so let's do a solve on this so you can see the overall performance. I won't be talking much, but I want you to pay attention to how this cube feels and how it looks. So as you can see, that is very rattly sounding cube. Do I like that? The answer is no. I really do prefer something that sounds a little bit more stable, mainly because it eases me when I solve. And I like solving because it does relax me, and when I hear something like this, it makes me afraid to turn it, especially when I take these out in public. These are very loud and kind of a distraction to others. Do I recommend this cube? The answer is, if you are more of towards the advanced side of cubing, and I would say sub 20, I would definitely recommend this for you. Now, I am around a 25-second solver. I have gotten solves faster than that. My personal record at the moment is 18.76, if I'm correct. So that's just a personal best, not an average. So don't think I'm really fast, even though 18.76 isn't fast. It is fast for me in the current state I am in. So if you really want to get this cube, I would sort of recommend it, depending on how much you expect from a cube. If you're expecting to see a really fast, good corner cutting, I would definitely recommend this cube from you. Or if you're that was not a pun intended. But if you're looking for something more slower and just something to start you off with after going from like a Shengshao Aurora or a Wind, I would recommend the Zanchi or the Guhong. Guhong's a little faster, but not much of a noticeable difference in my opinion. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching my review on the Moyu Weilong. I think that this cube is something you should really check out. But do keep in mind that you will have to adjust the tensions quite a bit in order to find your preference, because this thing is a little unstable when it comes to tensioning. Alright, thank you guys so much. Bye.